All right. Greetings, Kiss Nation. And I am back in the podcasting groove.
Oh, there you go. I like that. Back in the podcasting groove. I like that.
Yes. Yeah. And with me is my good friend Xander from Kiss Thanks. How you doing, my man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I was actually just before this, a little bit ago, I was watching the newest episode of the Kiss Army Nation podcast, and they were talking about Kiss Expos and how Expos need to come back. And so right now, I got my blood boiling, got my heart pounding because I really want Kiss Expos to come back, and I'm trying to figure out, man, how do I put on my own Kiss Expo, you know? So I've got lots of ideas swirling, but hey, that's just what I do. You know, we're Kiss fans. That's just what we do, right? We think about Kiss. We want to contribute. But anyway, it's good to be here back with you, talking all things Kiss. I like that shirt. Now, is that that's one of the last ones they did, right?
Yeah, this is my end of the road shirt I got in Baltimore.
That's awesome. I wasn't able to get that one, but I saw it when they uploaded it. I saw it at the merch stand and thought that is a super cool shirt.
Yeah, thanks, man. I like your shirt.
You know what? I just today went and bought fireworks for the 4th of July. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to put on my American flag Kiss shirt, the Freedom to Rock tour.
Yeah.
Since I saw them on that tour. And I'll tell you what, if I lean this up, you can see my Freedom to Rock poster up there. But
nice.
Yeah. Yep. So I've been doing pretty good, man. How are you?
Like I said, like it's been a hectic 2 months, but after 2 months, I'm back.
Good to hear from you, man. Good to see you. I'm glad you're back in the podcasting groove.
Yeah, as I said, and as you repeated.
I love it. That was great.
Yeah. So a lot has happened in the Kiss world since I've been gone. I've done some things personally related to Kiss since I've been gone, and I just want to, talk about it.
I love it. I think that's great.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing that I want to touch upon that I saw first was the Paul Stanley interview.
Okay. Yep. With Allison.
Yeah. Like when I saw it, was kind of like I realized she was the first. She was the person that interviewed Kiss and did that whole pre-show on the Madison Square Garden show.
Yeah, that is correct. Yep.
So naturally, it's no surprising Paul would want to go back to her and do an interview.
Yeah, it was a safe option. It felt like it was very comfortable and easy to control.
Yeah, so I didn't feel like that there was like any hard hitting questions. Like she asked Paul, does she still talk to Gene and on all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And Paul said he didn't pick up a guitar until much recently because he said like he was afraid to because it would feel like he would
miss it, right?
Yeah. He would miss it. It would remind him of what he would have let go.
Yeah, which I can see that.
Yeah, I guess it would. My takeaway from that one about not picking up a guitar, it might give him the idea to bring back Kiss.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I would like to. The thing that I thought was really cool was when she asked about like him making new music, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna at some point do more new music." I'm wondering if it's gonna be like a Soul Station type of thing or another solo album. But yeah, I don't know. I just like that. That really like made me perk up. Like, ooh, new Paul Stanley music. That's what I want.
Yeah, when he brought up a new music thing, my first thought it's gonna be Soul Station.
Yep. Yeah. I know he said that he was either in the middle or done with recording new Soul Station, but I could have swore like years back he was saying that he wanted to do another, guitar-driven solo album like his 78 one. And I'm just holding out for that one. I would love to hear another hard rock album.
Well, the last one he did was Live to Win back in 2006.
Right, yeah. That one was more of like a poppier album, though, I felt like. I want to hear some more. Like when he and Ace did Fire and Water, I thought, man, if he was using his, other voice. We're always used to the big, high-pitched Paul Stanley, but he was using that sort of middle range. I thought, see, he could do more of that and have another, rock album. But I also like Soul Station, too. So whatever he wants to do, I'm cool with it. But I want to hear some new Paul Stanley.
Yeah, I'm probably in the camp, but I would want to hear a hard rock Paul Stanley versus the R&B Paul Stanley.
Right, yeah. I agree. I want to hear some original rock Paul Stanley tunes. I like the songs on Monster and Sonic Boom. Surely he has something left over, or other ideas he can bring out. But I think it'd be awesome.
Like if he has like leftover like Kiss songs that didn't make it, he can just probably like retweak them and make them like original Paul Stanley songs.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. Or just write new ones, from scratch. Either way, I think it'd be
Yeah.
awesome. I loved because I thought his originals on Soul Station were better than his covers. I liked hearing the covers in his, in his way and his flavor. But when I heard the originals, I was like, now this is what I want to hear. And it wasn't even like, no, I mean, I was dead serious. I was like, IOI and Save Me From You. Those were the ones that I thought were, better. I liked Ooh Child. That was cool and all. But yeah,
okay.
I'm a Paul Stanley fan.
No, that's cool. Like I can say this, like I've never listened to Soul Station because it's not R&B is not my kind of music.
Yeah, no, it's not mine either, and I don't think I would have listened to that if it wasn't for Paul Stanley. So I can kind of appreciate it because I'm, familiar with Paul's voice and Paul's writing. So yeah, I'm not really big into R&B either, but I was more impressed with the original stuff myself.
Okay. The one question in the Paul Stanley interview that I kind of guess was kind of hard hitting, and there were several that I thought was kind of hard hitting and personal, was with the microtia and his voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that surprised me a lot too.
And how Paul talked about mostly with his voice, saying he remembers how to do those notes that he did in the 80s. Like I know how to do them here, but I can't do them here.
Yeah, that was pretty vulnerable of him to say because he's always. I feel like Paul's always kept a straight face, and he'll always like dodge questions like that because he's let's face it, he's been media trained for 50 years. But that was one where he really acknowledged like, yeah, as a human, I still got it up here, but physical limitations. He did say, he said he looked at the camera and said, hats off to like Bruce Dickinson because, he's still got it. But some of us other guys, and I thought that was really cool of him to do because again, it's very unlike Paul to, shout out somebody else because he's always trying to like put himself up there. But he was like, no, Bruce Dickinson and those guys, somehow, some way they can still do it. But there's guys like me, Bon Jovi, and, all the others that, naturally will struggle at a certain age.
Yeah, I think the last time I ever heard Paul talk about him and his voice limitations, the interviewer just kind of told him that Steven Tyler still has it, and Paul was kind of like, well, kind of left him kind of like,
that's debatable.
Yeah, well, I guess now it's debatable.
Yeah,
because of what you told me in the past about Steven Tyler.
Yeah, I felt bad. I still feel bad because I think he's still recovering from that surgery, and they had to cancel all their tours or their shows.
But I believe that interviewer was telling Paul this before that surgery.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can think back to an interview. I don't know when it was, if it was around 2014, 2016. It was like in Australia where the interviewer actually, I think, said, you still got it at this age. And Paul was like, yeah, well, I mean, I do what I can. He really didn't like, confirm or deny, but yeah, I don't know. It was really interesting hearing him talk about, his vocal issues. And I think Bon Jovi was the context in which they were talking about, because Bon Jovi's been a lot more open about his journey through vocal struggles than Paul has. Kiss, they're Kiss, right? They put on the makeup and they just go straight ahead. But Bon Jovi's been pretty open about it seems like.
Well, in 2014, that was like the 40th anniversary tour.
Mm-hmm.
Paul was younger, and the moving limitations weren't there completely.
No, he was still able to move around a lot more.
Yeah, and the songs that were becoming an issue, like in later tours, weren't an issue on that tour.
Yeah,
like The Usual Suspects, like Love Gun, Lick It Up, I Was Made, Psycho Circus. They weren't a flat out issue back in 2014. Like in certain shows, maybe, but not in every single show.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it seemed like right around maybe like the Hottest Show on Earth tour is when I started noticing that it was becoming a little more frequent. But I think the right thing to do was to get that surgery in 2011. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, you're never gonna come back to. It won't be. It won't be the '80s ever again. But that's all right. It doesn't need to be. I know what Paul Stanley sounds like, and I'm a fan no matter what. So it is
Yeah.
what it is.
And I think the smartest thing that they did was like they ditched their original tuning, because what he sounded like in 2012 for that New Orleans show was absolutely terrible.
The one in March, yeah, that was hard to. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, so for a V tour with Motley Crue, they had to tune it down so it could so he wouldn't strain himself.
Which I like that because it was heavier that way. That you down tune, it just gets more heavy. So I was like, hey, you go as low as you want. But some people didn't like that. Some people didn't like it when they down tuned. I thought it was great.
Well, most people have never actually listened to Kiss Forever Band because they down tune almost to the same tune as those guys.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. It's more heavy.
Yeah, I actually sent you a video of Kiss Forever Band recently.
Oh, did you? For sure. Oh, I think I watched it. I think I did. Yeah.
And you said it's similar to a Kiss Cruise performance.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, for a minute there, I had to like make sure I wasn't watching the actual Kiss because I thought you were tricking me. But the way they looked, their outfits and everything, I was like, this looks like some straight up like Kiss Cruise 2013 or whatever. I was like, because I was watching it on my phone, and so I had to like really look in. I was like, that's pretty good. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, but they're probably like the top one in Europe.
Wow, for sure. I wish they would come over here. I want to see some more Kiss tribute bands personally. I've only seen Mr. Speed and what's the other one? Kiss. What's the other one? I can't remember. Kiss Resurrection, and then I saw Kist, Kist, back in 2012. So I've only seen a handful of them, but I want to see some more Kiss tribute bands.
I mean, what about Strutter? They're a pretty old band.
Yeah, that'd be great. I haven't seen them yet, but that'd be cool to see.
Well, since we're talking about tribute bands, in May, Kiss My Ass premiered another concert of theirs.
Okay.
And I told you I wasn't going to miss this concert because they had a new star child.
Oh, they did. Okay, gotcha.
Now, this is their third star child.
For sure.
Yeah. They had Sebastian Gava, who was there at the beginning, and I would say he is more dead on accurate to Paul's voice in like 2004.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the way that he, you know that little shuffle what Paul does with his feet.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, this new guy, both Sebastian and this third guy is able to do that shuffle
in the boots and everything.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive. I'd probably break an ankle, honestly.
Yeah, I've in my band, I've never attempted to even try that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, for sure. Well, I guess I wouldn't be brave enough to do it, but I'm glad that he's able to do it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the set list is there was some really good songs. Like start the show off, there was the Shorrock City.
Nice, classic.
Then it goes into Psycho Circus.
Perfect.
Then there's Deuce. Then Creatures of the Night.
That's a good opening. That's a good opening set right there.
Yeah. Then one thing that I thought they did was actually really good, and they tricked me. I didn't see this coming because they tricked me because they were doing the Crazy Nights drum intro, what I thought was the Do You Love Me drum intro because it sounded so similar.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they did Crazy Nights, but then they kind of did like a medley. It was Crazy Nights and then Turn On the Night.
Oh, no, that's cool. Now that's cool because you'll never hear that being played live by Kiss, right? Turn On the Night? No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then after that, it was time for the blood spitting. And you would actually appreciate this from a tribute band, because we were talking about how you didn't like that Kiss took away the drum intro for God of Thunder.
Right, yeah.
Well, these guys kept the drum intro, and then during the drum intro, the Gene guy said, "Let's go."
Ah, perfect. See, that's the way it should be done. I'm not sure why they even did that. There was no explanation, it seemed like. So, but that's cool that they kept it in because I like it.
Yeah. Then one of the songs that I didn't see coming towards the end was "God Gave Rock and Roll to You."
Perfect song.
Then with no pausing, we just kind of drum intro the way into Rock and Roll All Night.
See, that's how it should have. I think that's how Kiss should have done it on the end of the road tour, because God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I mean, they played it. When was the last time they played that? They played it in Europe, 2010, on the Sonic Boom Over Europe tour.
Yeah.
Was it on the Hottest Show on Earth tour? I don't know. I don't think so.
It was in the set list. I have the soundboards for that tour. It was in the set list, but they didn't play it for your show. They played it.
No, you're right. They didn't. Boo. I think they cut 3 encores out, or they cut 3 songs from our show, because of either the curfew or the heat index, because it was like 110 that day. But yeah, you're right. They did not play God Gave Rock and Roll to You at my show, which I have the CD right here.
Nice.
And then the flash drive fell on the floor, but I'll have to get that after I'm done.
Right. But yeah, no, but that was a good show. Like, once again, for the Ace song, we did 2000 Man.
Oh, perfect.
Which that seems to be like their go-to Ace song. I know sometimes they'll do Shock Me to make it more like traditional, but sometimes they can be a bit untraditional.
Gotcha. That's cool though. Switch it up. I like that.
Yeah. They did Sure Know Something.
One of my favorite Kiss songs right there. Absolutely. That's a top 10.
I remember on one of your podcast episodes, you were talking with your wife saying that Paul mixes up the lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, this guy didn't.
Oh, he didn't. See, now he should be Star Child 2.0 right there. He's got it down. Yeah, that was always funny, Paul messing up lyrics like that.
And they did Love Gun, and this guy actually went into the crowd and sang the song from like a point in the theater.
That's cool.
Like he had a mic stand at some point in the theater and just kind of sang the song there, kind of like, because a tribute band can't really get a zip line.
Right. Yeah, that's just not practical. But I like the thinking there. You know, how do we make it still as Kiss as possible?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's what I did. I just kind of walked in. I just kind of walked out of off the stage and into the crowd, and it was just kind of like.
Now, you said this band is called, you said Kiss My Ass tribute band?
Yeah, they're from Argentina.
Wow, for sure.
I
might have to look these guys up because maybe I've seen them before and just don't recognize them.
They've been around for quite a few. They've been around for a long time, since like 2013 maybe.
For sure. Yeah, I may have to go out and may have to go watch some videos. That's pretty cool. I just found a video of them like playing Heaven's on Fire in Buenos Aires. Yeah, they look great. That'd be cool.
Yeah. What's the year on that video of them Heaven's on Fire?
Let me pull it back up real quick. I think it said this year actually. I think it was March 16th of this year, 2024. That was at the Roxy Bar in Buenos Aires.
Okay. Then that was from the last time we had like a video chat and I watched that concert.
Oh, okay. There you go. For sure. Nice.
That was before that was with their second Star Child, and he has a good voice.
Gotcha. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah. So is this new guy just as good or better? This new Star Child?
He kind of sounds like Paul if you took his World Domination voice, but he sings more of the 80s Kiss.
Oh, see, that's a perfect blend right there. I loved Paul's voice in the early 2000s coming off of Phantom. Chef's kiss, perfection.
Yeah. Now, the Paul Stanley that was playing at the Roxy, if you took his '90s Kiss,
Mm,
if you took like the Revenge, Kiss My Ass, and Reunion voice, but still doing the same thing.
gotcha. Nice. Love it. That's cool.
Yeah. Um. All right. And off camera, I said I just recently watched the Steve-O interview with Gene Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
You said you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. And Daphne and I, we've been meaning to watch it, and we're going to watch it either tonight, tomorrow, very soon, because unfortunately, themes keep coming up, and we can't watch it. But I do want to watch it because I kind of grew up on both Kiss and Jackass, so to see two of those guys talk and interact would be great. I want to know what happened. Do they talk about what happened at the Gene Simmons roast?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to. Don't tell me, but I gotta. I want to. I've been dying to hear that story for like 15 years, so I can't wait for that.
Okay, then I'll just skip over that part of the video and go straight to me seeing Ace Frehley.
For sure, awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. You did see Ace. Where'd you see Ace at?
Charlestown, West Virginia.
Nice, nice. I
What?
saw him earlier this year.
All right. Which I gotta say this. Isn't it? I kind of find it in my opinion that the End of the Road tour never. I found it criminal that the End of the Road tour never made it to West Virginia.
It never did.
No,
Interesting.
they played in Virginia, but never to West Virginia. I know the farewell tour with the original lineup made it to West Virginia.
You know what? That's kind of interesting. I wonder how many states did they miss on the End of the Road tour? They didn't play Alaska. They didn't play Hawaii. And they
Yeah,
didn't play West Virginia. Wow.
yeah,
I don't know what the reasoning behind that would be.
yeah.
That's
But
super
then,
weird.
but anyways, like it was kind of cool to see Ace in West Virginia because a little history. I was actually born in West Virginia.
Oh, were you? For sure. That's cool. I'm glad he made it out there for sure. I don't know
Yeah.
why Kiss wouldn't have.
Well, it's kind of funny because only the original lineup did, not the current lineup didn't.
Mm-hmm. That's wild to me. I wonder why promoters or venues didn't get that in there. I'm not sure why. That's kind of wild. I never considered that they didn't play West Virginia. But the
Yeah.
A show, was it cool?
Oh yeah, it was. I can't say how your show was, but I can say that my show was pretty cool. And I knew that he was going to be playing some songs off the new album,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't expect the first song he was going to play was Cherry Medicine.
That was the opening track.
That was track that was song.
The first song off the new album. Okay, I thought you were saying he came out on stage and opened with. I said that's ballsy.
No, he came on stage and opened with "Shock Me."
Okay, that was the opener for us as well.
No, then he goes into "Shout It Out Loud." Then he talks about the new album and says, "Well, this is track 3. It's actually track 4, Ace."
Oh wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow, good job, Ace. That's funny. So he played Cherry Medicine. What else did he play from 10,000 Volts?
Cherry Medicine and the title track.
Okay, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. So for me when I saw it, I was like, okay, you're doing the song which by Kiss standards that's the trademark smoking guitar song for the opening song. If you know "Shock Me," that's a smoking guitar song.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He doesn't do that on. Which song did he do the smoking guitar on for you, or was it the solo?
Cold Gin.
Cold Gin. Yeah. Exactly.
Cold Gin got the smoking guitar out of Ace. I thought it was kind of funny that Ace was kind of got these toys from I guess a dollar store and kind of started throwing it into the crowd.
Interesting. I love that. Hey, somebody got a cool souvenir from Ace that night.
Yeah. Then he got some really. Then he got this Nerf water gun, but you had to cock it, but he didn't know how to work it.
That's so funny to me. Somebody didn't prep him on how to work it. So what did he do? Just throw it down, or what?
I said, "How do you work this fucking thing?"
Oh, Ace. That's the most Ace thing I've ever heard. That's great.
Yeah. No other songs that was played. I actually haven't heard any of these songs since End of the Road. Like I haven't heard Shout Out Loud. He did Love Gun. He did Deuce. Some songs I didn't expect to hear. I didn't expect to hear Rocket Ride.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he played Rocket Ride in our show too. Our show opened with Shock Me, and then number 2 was Rocket Ride.
Oh really?
So I was like, holy shit! And then he goes into 10,000 volts. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? And then 4 was Rock Soldier. So yeah, I mean, he had what did he close with for your show?
Rock and Roll All Night.
Really, for sure. Okay, wait. Yeah, for sure. I missed that. Okay, Rock and Roll Night, and then before that he played Deuce. But you said that Shout It Out Loud was like what, song number 2?
Yeah, song number 2 was Shout It Out Loud.
That one for us was third from the bottom. So clearly he's doing a good job at rotating set lists and doing things like that. Were there any songs that stood out for you?
Strange Ways.
Strange Ways, yeah, we got that one too. That was killer.
Yeah, like I never thought I'd be hearing Strange Ways unless I was at like some sort of like Kiss cruise.
For real, I know, yeah, right. But no, he played it live. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was like some sort of like. Remember hearing about this Creatures Fest where you had like Vinnie Vincent, Bruce Kulick, and Ace Frehley, and even Peter Criss showed up?
Yeah, I do remember that a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, when Peter Criss played with Ace, which was like the last time Peter Criss actually did anything related to Kiss, Peter Criss did sing Strange Ways.
Wow, nice.
And he was
awesome.
And he was playing the drums. So this is probably like the last time back when that fest took place. Peter Criss was ever involved in a Kiss-related thing.
So Peter Criss sang Strange Ways at the Creatures Fest event?
Yes.
Oh, I must have missed that. What the heck? I saw the video. The only video I saw was of Vinnie Vincent shredding on stage with the Ank makeup, and everybody just started rushing in. And then the guy started like shining flashlights and shut down all the cameras. But I must have missed the Peter Criss part. I'll have to go back and check that out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. He also sang Hooked on Rock and Roll with Bruce's band.
Damn. I don't know how I missed that. Thank you for telling me about that.
No problem.
That's cool.
Yeah. Other songs stood out to me was Rock Soldiers.
Rock Soldiers, yep. That one was great.
Yeah.
Did you think that he played too many Kiss songs or what? Because like some people are upset that he's not playing enough A songs. I thought all things it was a great set, all things considered. Yeah, there was only a couple solo songs, but I thought it was cool.
I mean, I didn't care about the amount of Kiss songs he was playing because some of those Kiss songs he either wrote, like Parasite, Strange Ways.
Cold Gin, yeah, exactly. Parasite, yep.
Yeah, like Cold Gin. He wrote Parasite, he wrote Strange Ways, and he wrote Deuce. Not Deuce, you idiot. Cold Gin.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I didn't care at all.
Like he played Deuce at the show because he auditioned with that song.
Bingo. Yeah, and that's great. I loved it. I thought it was perfect.
So I don't see the big deal about certain songs. Maybe I can give you a pass on why he's doing Love Gun, but his drummer singing that. Do you expect to hear Ace with his own voice sing that song?
No, hell no. No, thank you. But no, I'll be honest. When I went, I didn't know what he was going to play. So I was kind of hoping that he was going to play more Kiss songs because I'm not really that well versed in Ace's solo catalog. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Frehley's Comet stuff. I don't own a bunch of Ace's solo albums. So whoever decided to do the set the way they did, I thought did great because it was me and Daphne. Daphne, again, doesn't know Ace's back catalog. And my mom and my grandma and my younger twin siblings were all there as well. It was a family thing. They don't know any of those Ace songs. So here we are singing Shout It Out Loud and Rock and Roll All Night and, Shock Me and all the songs that we all know. So in my eyes, it was a perfect set list.
Well, probably out of like the three of us, you, your wife, and then me, I probably know more about Ace's back catalog.
I don't know much.
Yeah, so like if Ace started playing, Space Invader and what every girl wants. To me, that'd be cool, but he's not
Yeah.
doing that.
No.
So I was pleased with the set list, but I don't understand why people who probably there's people that aren't going because there was a Mohegan Sun show.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you heard about the comments about the Mohegan Sun show about how Ace played at that show.
I keep hearing a lot of things about the way Ace is played, so I've been kind of drowning it out because it's kind of like with Kiss. You know, if you know what you're going to get at a Kiss show, then you're going to be pleased. If you know what you're going to get at an Ace show, you're going to be pleased. And at my show, I mean, I can sit here and say, you know, Ace was sluggish on stage or he didn't get on the microphone and sing a line correctly, but those are all things that I know, so that really didn't bother me. So
Right.
yeah, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things, but I just don't pay attention to it because again, it's kind of like Kiss. You know, if you know what you're going to get, I don't expect Kiss to run around and jump around like they used to. I don't expect Paul to hit the same notes as he did in the 80s. So if you get your perspective in check, I think it's all fine. But yeah, those people, you know, I don't even pay attention to that nonsense.
Me neither, because it's the usual suspects that are doing Ace the same way we're doing Kiss.
And I feel so bad because yeah, there's just, in my eyes, I mean, I understand you don't have to like everything and you're not going to love everything, but to be so vocal and so disrespectful outwardly and intentionally, it takes a lot of time to sit there and type out your thoughts on a keyboard and, you know, backspace and correct your spelling and your grammar and hit send. It's like you're just intentionally trying to put negative vibes out there. And it's like, you know, we ain't got time for that. You know, you and I, we're all about the positive vibes and the good times. So that's what it's about for me.
Yeah, and like I may, you know, like the intention. I might sometimes like the, you know, poke and prod.
Yeah.
I did that with you know the lip syncing stuff because you do that try to like stir up stuff, and you know people. It gets the reaction out of people sometimes.
Yeah, that stuff does get the reactions. It gets the views and all that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Like there was like a sarcastic title I gave one of my Kiss topics, like Paul Stanley, but one of like the last ones I did because of the AFL performance, like Paul Stanley accused of lip syncing. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Again, right? For the 13th time or the umpteenth millionth time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's
I like that AFL because I knew that it was going to be a televised performance, so I knew it was going to be lip sync too. But I still loved it. I thought it was great. Kiss was on TV. They were blowing shit up, and you had people everywhere in Kiss makeup. It was awesome.
Yeah,
man, that was a cool. I gotta go back and watch that. That was fun. We did a whole thing on our show about that too. That was cool.
Yeah, and here I was kind of just saying, why are we talking about this when we're so close to the end of a touring Kiss?
I know, and it's funny because every day since the end of the road tour has ended, I keep seeing people like, oh, Tommy and Eric wearing the makeup. I'm like, dude,
it's over.
It's over. And even then, it's been 20 years. I'm like, dude, that just, it makes me like laugh, but it makes me sad, you know, because it's like, I understand if it's not your thing, but to go out of your way to like, hey, kind of like Star Wars right now. I have not paid attention to Star Wars in the last several years. Don't need to, don't care. Because as soon as I do, I'm not going to like something. I'm going to go to online and I'm going to see all the people hating. And I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. I'm here to have fun. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I take it you're not into what Disney's done with Star Wars?
I watched Force Awakens in theaters 4 times. Thought it was okay, but it was just a reboot basically of A New Hope. So I was kind of looking forward to The Last Jedi, the next movie. And about 5 minutes in, as soon as Luke threw the saber, I said, okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. And I know exactly what they're going to do with this. They're going to treat it like fuck the fans and we're going to do whatever we want. And we're going to let shit go to hell. And so but I also saw that movie 4 times in theater. I said, I'm going to go. I'm a fan of Star Wars. I'm going to go and I'm going to watch it and I'm going to just assess. Do I like it? Do I not like it? And if not, why? And I didn't like it. I said, this doesn't feel like Luke Skywalker to me. This doesn't feel like, to me, the sequels were basically just a really bad what if. What if Luke decided to just, quit? And what if, Palpatine didn't die? And what would that be like? So that was my takeaway. But even with Rise of Skywalker, I went and saw it 4 times too. I went with Daphne one time, went with Jeb once, and my high school friend of mine one time, and just said, is this good? Is this bad? And I was like, I don't think it matters anymore. I don't care. If it's not for me, it's not for me, and it is what it is. So I just decided to focus only on the things that I like, and I love the scenes of the Kenobi show with Obi-Wan and Anakin training like it was episode 2. That was my Star Wars, so seeing that was really cool. But I really didn't care for the entire Obi-Wan show. Ahsoka, loved the scenes with Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin Skywalker. That was really cool, but I don't need to watch it. It's okay. And I think I wish Kiss fans would treat it like that too, where it's like, okay, this isn't for me. Don't need to, like it or whatever. That's fine. I'm just going to focus on this. Or if I find somebody else and talk to somebody else that does like this, I can respect that. Let them, maybe they'll teach me something, So that's how I approach it. But I don't know. I'm different, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that's kind of what I was doing, and to an extent, that's what you were doing. We're both trying to teach fans about this band.
Yeah, I approach my channel as like edutainment. You know what I mean? You're being entertained. It's fun. It's engaging. But hopefully you're also learning something or taking something away from it. Because when I watch Kiss podcast and Kiss channels, I'm always learning something new or seeing something from a different perspective, and that's what I'm in it for. I don't really care about well, do you think this lineup was better or this lineup, or this member or that member? It's like we can sit here and do that all day long, but it's like, talk about your memories and why you like something and what this means to you, and that kind of aspect. I mean, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. With me, when I review stuff, it's mostly tribute albums. I go after, and I try to go after, as someone talked about my channel in the past, like I go after and review obscure stuff.
Yeah, for sure, exactly.
So yeah, that's kind of
obscure stuff, and then you do really well with like the bootleg concerts. When I found that footage of the Indianapolis convention that my parents were at, I was like, "Whoa!" I never thought that would be out there. So that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that feedback. I bet you liked it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I thought it was great. Everybody has their niche. And I like that.
Yeah. So, anyways. So Gene, I guess since our last meetup, Gene has recently done 2 shows for his solo band. I guess
right.
One in Ridgefield for like a opening of a Rockin' Brews.
Yes, the Rockin' Brews. Yep.
And I've done solo topics on both where I just reviewed each concert, talking about the set list.
Mm-hmm.
And he has made like set list changes on both shows.
Okay, for sure. I haven't looked too deeply into it yet.
Yeah, because the Ridgefield set list was different than the Sao Paulo set list.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to hear.
Because the Ridgefield set list, he played Weapons of Mass Destruction, which was, I said it on that same one. I had a hunch that it was a vault track.
Yeah.
And then you confirmed it on yours with your wife that it was a vault track.
Yeah, Weapons of Mass Destruction. Is that a vault track, or was that on Asshole?
I don't.
Or was it both? It could have been a demo.
It was probably a demo for Asshole, because that song sounds like it was what was on Gene Simmons' Asshole.
Yep, I don't know if you can't see it, but yeah, Weapons of Mass Destruction. Yep.
Yeah. I did review that album, unfortunately.
We were going to on our show as well, because I think this year was the 20th anniversary since the release, and we totally missed it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait until next year to do 21, I guess.
Yeah, that was like one of the close to last albums that I did in my old room before I moved.
Nice, for sure.
And I said it's a mixed bag, just like Gene's 70 solo album, so it gets a 5.5.
Yep. 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'll be honest. I have never listened to that album all the way through.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I was reviewing the Japanese version, so I got bonus tracks to review. And I said,
were they any good?
Oh yeah, they were better than what the fucking main songs were.
Imagine that.
But the bonus tracks is what bumped up the verdict.
Good to know. If I do get a copy, I'll have to go for the Japanese album because that sounds like that's the way to go. Then that's funny though how the Japanese songs are better. Yeah. Who would have thought?
Like the bonus tracks is what bumped up that verdict. If it didn't have the bonus tracks, I would have slapped on a 3.5.
Yeah, exactly, and call it a day. But thank goodness for the bonus tracks. That's funny.
Yeah, because there are some good songs. Like Gene tweaked some Psycho Circus songs from that he did with Kiss and put them on his album. But I was gonna be like, oh God, what have you done, Gene?
Yeah. I still have not listened to the whole thing all the way. I know Jeb has, and I think Jeb might like it because there's a song on there that has a song by Frank Zappa or whatever, right? Or was written by Frank Zappa or features Frank Zappa's son, something like that. And Jeb just is all about it.
Okay, what song is that? Is that like Black Tongue?
I think so. Let me figure that out because Gene Simmons. I'll look up Zappa.
If your brother likes that song, good for you. I could not get into a good majority of those songs. I
didn't either.
I said in the review when it came to the title track, Gene made a catchy title track.
It says, "Oh, come on." I thought I just had it and then it went away. It says Moon Zappa does background vocals on track 10. Gail Zappa has background vocals as well. Dweezil Zappa plays guitar solo and background vocals on track 10. He has the whole Zappa fan. Ahmet Zappa is background vocals. So it looks like track 10, which, let's see, track 10 is Black Tongue. Yeah, it was written by Gene and Frank Zappa.
Ah, cool. I know one of the first reviews I did here was Kiss My Ass. That was like in either 21 or 22.
Nice. Yeah, we just did that one on ours.
Nice. Because it was the 30th anniversary.
Yep.
Yeah. Before I did Kiss My Ass, I did Hard to Believe, which was like basically the same thing, but not
that was the one that came out before, right? In 1990. Yeah, I think that was the one that came before.
Yeah, Hard to Believe came first, so chronologically I had to do that one first.
For sure. But I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, but I did Kiss My Ass. I gave Kiss My Ass I believe I gave it a 9.5, and I gave Hard to Believe an 8.5.
Wow. See, I've heard that Hard to Believe is the better one, and that Kiss My Ass was kind of the leftover one, but I haven't heard Hard to Believe, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it helps when your review show is based around reviewing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so let me get something real quick because there is one tribute album that does not get talked about a lot. Let me see if you know it, you have it, or you heard of it. Give me 1 second.
All right.
So I think this one is a re-release because it had a different name first, but it was re-released under Kiss Pure Fire.
Yeah, I have that. I reviewed it under its original name called Spin the Bottle.
Spin the Bottle. There you go, for sure. Yeah, this one I thought was really good. I bought it on a whim, not knowing what it was or what it sounded like. So I liked it. I thought Kip Winger did a good job. You got Bob Kulick and Lemmy Kilmister. So this one I may need to listen to again.
Yeah.
We're talking about Kiss tribute albums and all that.
The original name was called Spin the Bottle. It's basically the same thing only you have like a chick with her, you know what.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. I don't know why I got a re-release, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. Oh, good night. The CD came out here.
Yeah.
And it's got a DVD with it too. I haven't watched the DVD.
Yeah. I got that at at my FYE store.
Okay, gotcha for sure. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and FYE has a better selection of Kiss than Walmart does, which is next to nothing.
Yeah, no, Walmart's gone downhill over the years.
Yeah, I used to go into Walmart and I can find, smashes, maybe a live album, maybe a studio album like Rock and Roll Over a Destroyer. Now it's nothing.
Yeah, now I get lucky if I see their copy of Kiss World with the splatter, or Destroyer Resurrected with the splatter. It's like that's all it is. Which I have those, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I guess no matter where you live, like the Walmart selection of Kiss is terrible.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that with this Pop House sale, that we see more Kiss coming back into retails, because you're a younger fan like I am. Do you remember when Sonic Boom came out and there was the Kiss corner at Walmart?
Yes,
Dude, that was badass.
like
Was it not badass?
yes, I was in middle school when that happened back in
Yeah,
2009, but I remembered it. That was like
exactly.
that was something else. Probably like the only time where Walmart had all this Kiss shit.
That's what I'm saying. And it was cool because we went in and there was a whole Kiss display, and there was the potato heads and the blankets, and you had the new album and the T-shirt and the Kiss M&Ms, and it was awesome. You know what I mean? And so I can think back to when Target was selling these little Kiss figurines. There was no big display for it, but it's just like, it's funny how in the last several years how there's less Kiss in retail stores. Now I understand from a tour perspective, end of the road tour, let's put the focus more on the tour and tour merch and Kiss online and all that. But now that we have a sale with Pop House, I want to see Pop House and their modern team, and their modern way of doing things to get Kiss back into retail stores. Because you go into retail stores, there's all these cool Lego displays and Star Wars displays and blah, blah, blah. It's like, where's the new Kiss Lego set? The official Kiss Lego set? Where's the Kiss official this and that? You know what I mean? It's like, if we want the younger kids and the younger generation to get into it, I'm sorry, part of that is merchandising. Always has been, always will
Yeah.
be. So I want to see more of that, and especially with the music, put more albums back on the shelves. Let's get more in stores.
Whether it's like another box set or off a soundboard.
Bingo. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love going to the store. And I know that in a modern sense, it's hard to go to a store where you can only fit 4 or 5 on a shelf. And if 4 or 5 Kiss fans come, boom, it's gone. And you got to wait until they restock. But there's always something better about going to the store and buying the album. When I went and bought 10,000 Volts, I got off work, went right to the store. The guy was playing Kiss music in the store, outside the store, on the street, and through his radio and his turntable, actually. And so I walked in and bought the new album. He's a huge Kiss fan. Talked to the owner a little bit, and it was a whole thing. So that's what I want more of, is like the in-person experience to come back. I get that we're young fans and we love online and we love internet, but man, you don't get any better than that in-person experience. So hopefully we'll see a renaissance of sorts.
Yeah, I mean, in my county, I'm the only Kiss fan in my county.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm not the only one, but I'm probably the biggest one that I can think of. And it's like, you got to represent, it's you and I that's going to carry on the flag. We're the ones that are going to, because Kiss they ain't touring anymore.
No,
It's us fans who, we make our videos that people watch, and, we do all the different things that we do, trying to get people involved like we are. That's all I do. When I do my videos, I just want people to love Kiss the way I love Kiss and see Kiss the way I love Kiss. And hopefully that resonates with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you can hope for when you make something
Bingo.
like this. You hope it connects with someone in probably a similar way.
Exactly. And then maybe sparks them into doing something too, So yeah, it's just keeping the fire burning.
Yeah. Like, I've only gone into like you said, like an in-person connection. I've only gone to like a few record stores that are like in surrounding counties close to me, and they got some Kiss. I've seen like a Kiss Alive, and like I've seen a Alive too. Mostly the classic era Kiss.
For sure. Yeah.
Like I've never seen, an Asylum or an Animalize or Revenge
Hmm.
or even Carnival of Souls.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure, where you live and what you have around you, but one thing I've been hitting up a lot more recently is like these antique stores where you have people like you walk in and there's like a bunch of different booths where people will sell their own individual stuff. And sometimes, I mean, it's mostly, it's very hit or miss, but I was in one about, it's been close to a year now at this point, but time is passing way too fast. But anyway, I was in there and I somehow did find a copy of Animalize on vinyl, original pressing. He wasn't selling it, but it was a really cool Revenge era poster that he had just for just for display. But I've been going to some of these like antique stores and different places like that, like flea markets, and finding some really cool Kiss stuff there. So you may give those a check those out.
Yeah, we're loaded with flea markets at antique stores.
For sure. There you go. There's probably some Kiss gold just waiting.
Yeah. But anyways, so are you like me since Gene's doing his touring, are you like me looking forward to seeing some Gene Simmons footage when he goes back on the road?
100%, 100%. As a matter of fact, I saw a lot from that first show he did at the Rock and Brews, but I have not seen. I don't think I've seen anything from the show he did in Sao Paulo, so I need to check that out. I'm really hoping that he adds some U.S. dates because
Yeah.
I mean I don't know if he's just making us wait for it and making us miss him or whatever, but I would hope to think that in 2025, Gene does a huge or at least a decent sized American solo tour because yeah, when I watched that footage, I'm like, man, even though I just saw like 9 Kiss shows, I want to go see Gene. I want to go see Paul.
Yeah.
I want to be there in person to hear these songs live again because Gene's doing some really cool stuff. He played "Are You Ready" from the Vault. That was really cool. So yeah, I mean, I want to hear what he has to play.
Well, I will tell you what Gene's look was for the Sao Paulo show.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Kiss My Ass look. The same look he put that same shirt, and the same black pants he wore on the Sao Paulo show in '94.
Wow, now that's really cool. See, I gotta go check it out because I was wondering if he was gonna pull something out like that. That's cool to hear. I like that.
But there is something that I do need to warn you since you're going to look for. Someone on YouTube claims they have Gene Simmons do pro shot of the Sao Paulo show. Now they are correct. The footage is pro shot, but the audio isn't. So someone edited in the deuce from the Brooklyn Bridge with the Sao Paulo 2024 pro shot.
What?
Yes.
Why? That's completely random.
I don't know.
Trying to fool somebody, I guess? That makes no sense.
I mean, I don't know why you would do it for Gene because Gene's voice is like, I mean, you can tell because, it's Aces playing, it's Paul saying do it. Gene's voice sounds, noticeably younger.
Yeah. You're not fooling nobody doing that. So is there, but the footage is pro shot. So does there exist a version with the pro shot footage and the original audio?
You know what? I don't know.
Because that would be cool because if there's pro shot footage of the video, it's like, man, I wonder where that original audio is. That's a bummer.
That leads to a good question. Where does the audio exist, and why in the God's green earth did you fuck up the audio?
Yeah, really. Where did you get the video from, and why would you do that to us? That's terrible. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get the video, take that video, and remove the audio and find the best version of the audio you can find from some fan film and match them up, and then boom, we'll just call that our official version.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of like. It's like if Kiss gave us like good pro shot candy and wreck us by doing the same trick.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, I agree. That's funny.
We're crushing your hopes and dreams. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, one step at a time. Exactly. Come on. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, the set list, and I still find it funny that Gene still insists on playing Ask Me for Loving You, even though that's the one song he hates playing.
That makes no sense to me. That's so funny.
But he's bringing the girls he brought on for Ridgefield tanked.
Oh boy, they didn't do good.
No.
Nope.
But the girl he brought on Sao Paulo did much better.
Wow. And they were singing the song?
Yeah, like she was singing the song. Gene sometimes would go and do a doo doo thing,
Uh-huh. Okay,
but
gotcha.
it was the majority of Gene's band that was doing the backing vocals.
Hmm.
But what was funny was I was expecting Gene to pull out of his pocket like a dollar bill, because if you've seen any footage of his band, his original solo band, the one he gave to Ace,
Yeah.
but after Gene brings on someone out and to sing a song or play guitar, he would give this person like a dollar bill.
Huh. As like what? As payment for performing?
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
so the last time Gene played this song with his original band, it was with some girl in Australia, and
Mm.
Gene was getting ready to give her some money, and this girl said, "That's not enough, man."
Wow, just glad you got any, man. That's so funny. Wow.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. I say like the best performance that Gene did with his former band was when he brought on that Brian dude who was blind in Lynn, and he sang Dr. Love almost in like a
Hmm.
almost in a Gene impression.
Wow, the guy was blind?
Yeah.
Wow, that was cool. I must have missed that one too. That's really awesome.
It was funny because like it tricked me for a minute, because like you know how Kiss fans, we like to like impersonate Kiss voices.
Right, yeah.
'Cause, like he got into character Gene and went like, "Let me see your hands."
I bet that was awesome for Gene, man. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I love it. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see a Gene show. I missed him on the first run when he was doing shows in 2017, 2018. I think he came around here, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why I missed that show. That makes no sense. Like in my mind, I should have been there, you know. But I have no excuse for why I missed that show. So next time he comes around, I'm not missing it.
If
I'm
he
going.
if he adds any U.S. states in like your state or my state, I guess I don't have an excuse. I have an excuse. Last time he didn't pick Virginia.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Last time he had an excuse, but yeah, this next time, man. I mean, depending on how close he comes, the closest city he can, maybe I'll get 2 or 3, and I don't know, but I would love to see the Gene Simmons solo band live.
Yeah, but like I'm not sure. Did he pick Indiana on his first go around?
He did. He played in Anderson. He
Ah,
played which is a random place, but yeah, no, he did play around here, and I just did not either catch it or just didn't go. Or I have no
yeah.
recollection of why I missed that show.
But
No
is it?
excuse.
But isn't Kiss known like? Isn't Kiss on known for playing in random places?
They do play a lot of random. Yeah, they do. That is for sure. They played 2 or 3 shows here in Indiana alone on the end of the
Yeah,
road tour. Yeah.
yeah. Like I know, I know in 2020 they played in Fort Wayne.
Bingo. Yep. I was there at that one. And then about 6 months prior, they were in Noblesville, Indianapolis. I saw that
Yeah.
one too. Yep.
Well, wasn't Noblesville the first one in 2019?
Yeah. Yep.
I had video of that, and I got video of Fort Wayne.
Oh, nice. For sure. I mean, to get those from you because I love that. I'm doing right now. I'm going through and I'm trying to collect as much stuff from Indiana history as I can. So that'd be cool to have those shows.
Yeah. Well, if you're going for that, I have like the Ace show from Anderson.
Oh, nice. There you go. Love it. Yeah, I missed that show. I did see the show in Brown County. That's the show I saw was the Brown County one.
Brown County?
Brown County, Indiana. Yeah, and Steve-O is going to be there too in a couple months. Speaking of Steve-O, and so I bought tickets to see Steve-O, his show
Nice.
at the Brown County Music Center.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, not to spoil anything about the podcast, but like I said off camera, this is just a broad description of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast with Gene and Steve-O is basically what you would expect if you get the guy from Jackass and Gene Simmons together.
Yeah. Was it pretty raunchy and pretty rock and roll and all that?
Yes.
I figured.
You know, that's not spoiling anything. It's just a broad description of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'll have to watch that very soon.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have some memories of Jackass, mostly Family Guy spoofing on it, like where Peter Griffin like did a shopping cart off the roof and messed up his neck.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
I love Jackass. I was in first grade when the first one came out, the first movie. And once I saw the first movie, I started watching the TV show. And then every movie that came out, I was there, man. I can think back to seeing Jackass 3 in theaters with my dad. And then Jeb and I went and saw the fourth one in theaters a couple of years ago.
The first time I saw one of the Jackass movies was on Comedy Central at 1 a.m, and the whole thing was uncensored.
That's awesome. That's the best time to watch anything on Comedy Central is 1 a.m. when everything's uncensored. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've usually I got used to like cable TV censoring the shit out of stuff because like you can't say shit, you can't say fuck, you can't say a lot of this stuff on basic cable.
Yep, you can't show nuts and ass and all that. Yeah, but those Jackass guys, man, they do it all. They're wild.
Yeah,
they're wild boys. LOL.
Yes. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, you're getting away with this.
Yeah, that was. I didn't know what to think for sure when I saw Jackass, but kind of like Kiss, it's funny, it's over the top, and I love it.
Yeah. Anyways, the Are You Ready song, since you brought that up, Gene played bad with his first band also.
Yeah.
But he also added more deep cuts. Now, I'm expecting as Gene keeps on touring, he's going to be adding some more deep cuts also.
I hope so.
Because in his first tour, Gene added Charisma or Almost Human, now, Charisma, like Three Sides of a Coin, I watched their podcast a lot. Like, Michael mentioned that Gene played Charisma and he was botching it.
Yeah, botching the lyrics.
Yeah, well, that's a total Gene move.
Yeah, that's definitely Gene's thing right there.
But I said to you, like on our first video together, that Gene messed up the lyrics to Dr. Love and was singing the lyrics to All the Way.
Wow.
Like, that was right after Kiss did All the Way, and apparently his mind was still on that song.
I would love to hear that song live. I love that song. That's like one of my favorite Kiss deep cuts right there, All the Way.
All the Way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if Gene took some of those songs that he did on Rock the Nation and he put it in his set list.
Yes, absolutely. Unholy. Oh, man.
Yeah. Although, since they did that as the Blood Spitter, it kind of seems weird, although non-makeup Gene, over a period of time, translated from not doing all his theatric shit.
Yeah, very true. I still think it would work, though. I would love to hear Unholy.
Oh, I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just saying, like, there was a transition period with Gene not being makeup, trying to do his theatrics.
Yeah.
And I said, when he finally did it was like Revenge, Hot in the Shade, and Kiss My Ass.
Right.
And maybe Convention if you want to talk about, but if you want to count that one.
Yeah, for sure. I'll count that.
Yeah. Like, because Convention, they were doing some good deep cuts.
Oh, man, they were doing all kinds of great, like Let's Put the X in Sex. What?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You would never expect them to do that one.
No, that'd be crazy if Kiss on the End of the Road tour. Let's Put the X in Sex. I would love it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
it's one of my top 20 favorite Kiss songs. Believe it or not, I love that song.
Hey, if I if I heard that Kiss was doing X and sex, make me our card, put it in the road, I'm like, here, take my money.
Take my money. I'm going front row. I'm getting a meet and greet. I'm supporting that. What else you guys got? Let's go. That'd be hilarious.
Partners in crime, nowhere to run.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, let's do it all. That'd be awesome. Change the whole set list and make it like that.
Yeah.
Open up with "Don't Touch My Ascot." The hottest band in the world, Kiss. Oh no, dude, it'd be a riot, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, since we're talking about changing up a set list, how cool would it have been for Kiss's last Tokyo show if they did Samurai Sun?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved it because I thought that Samurai Sun, when they did it live without the tracks and all that, was better. I loved it. And that song has really grown on me. I love that song a lot.
Yeah. Like, and how cool would it have been if they kept it and played it for us?
Oh, I mean, everybody else would have hated it, but I would have been there going, yeah, call me the Samurai Sun, baby. Let's go. Turn it up, play it again.
Hey, like, if we're talking about how Kiss could have improved the tour, even though the tour's not happening anymore, but fuck it, let's pretend.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're forever on the end of the road tour.
Like, if they didn't ditch the song after one tour and kept it as part of their like history, but acted like it never happened.
Yeah, just force it down our throats, make us like it.
Yeah,
kind of like say, yeah, we're playing it and you're gonna like it,
even though it's like, okay, you've done it for like 100,000 years now.
Exactly. Yeah, good one. I like that. Yeah. But still, I thought it was great.
I'm just full of them, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. You're 2 for 2, or at least 3 for 3. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I would love it if they did Yes I Know.
Absolutely, that's a good one. Which one did they do on Kiss Cruise? Was it Hot and Cold?
It was Hot and Cold. Yeah,
amazing.
The opening, the Paul Stanley for that one was him getting confused over which album it came out of. Was it Sonic Boom or Monster? It was Sonic Boom, you old man.
Yeah, come on, for real. That's like that was the fact that they even played that was pretty awesome. I wish they would have played more from those albums. Like Shout Mercy live would have been so great. Last Chance live would have slapped.
Like, oh my god, I would have loved it if, and I know this kind of didn't work out in 2012 because of Paul's voice, but I would have loved it if Kiss once again did Long Way Down.
Yeah. Did they do Long Way Down live on the Kiss Cruise? Was that one that they tried?
No, it sounded better on the Kiss Cruise, but when it came time to do it in River Plate on the same year, it didn't go so well.
Oh, but they did play it live?
They did play it live.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, gotcha.
But actually that show was a flop for both Paul and Gene. Paul for vocal reasons, Gene for health issues. If you hear Gene's voice, Gene was not himself. Like Gene's voice wasn't as strong or gruff. It was more blah.
Did they play Wall of Sound that night too?
Wall of Sound?
Yeah, did they play that live?
Yeah.
At that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to go back and check it out because I can think back to, right after the Kiss Cruise, they went to South America for the Monster Tour and they played Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Wall of Sound, All for the Love of Rock and Roll, and Long Way Down.
They did Out of This World.
Yeah, Out of This World.
Like they were celebrating Tommy's birthday in Buenos Aires.
You're right, November. Yeah, that's cool. You're right. So I need to go back and watch that again because I didn't realize that Gene wasn't feeling the best that night.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the pro shop footage kind of lags. I'm not sure if you remember that the pro shop footage kind of lags.
Yep, I do remember that. It was like an online streaming thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
still cool though.
No, I'm not lying, but it is cool. I mean, I still wish, Tommy. Here's a deep cut of all deep cuts. I wish Tommy could have done with Lightning Strikes.
Yeah, I thought that both of Tommy's songs were really good, and I liked the fact that they played Out of This World. But I never did get to see it. That was such a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be cool if Kiss added with Lightning Strikes at the end of the road tour?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I would love that because they didn't give Tommy a song at all. Tommy didn't sing "Shock Me," nothing.
No, so that'd be kind of cool. The last tour, here, Tommy, have your the debut vocal song.
Absolutely. I would have loved that.
So he can do like his guitar solo and the quote unquote Rockets that people get so pissy about.
Yeah, I love it. And I love the Rockets too. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I would hate for that to go away.
Yeah. I mean, I know the Rockets. I know the Rockets thing is an Ace thing, but it's also like a spaceman thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, Ace started it, but it's more of a spaceman thing than it is Ace. It'd be one thing if Tommy came out with a smoking guitar. You know, the smoking guitar and the LED light. You know, that was Ace's thing. But I
Yeah.
feel like there are certain things that translate to more of a spaceman, and the Rockets to me were more of a spaceman.
Yeah, I get that. The one thing that he kind of did that Ace did that I felt was kind of like this doesn't make sense without the smoke, but he hung his guitar on a wire and it floated up.
Right. Yeah, that was a little weird. Wasn't the idea that he like would shoot it or something like that with the rockets? I don't know what that was for. Or was it just like a thing to do? I don't know.
Well, okay, I know when Ace did it, that was after the guitar was smoking, and he just put it on the wire and it would go up while smoking,
Right. Yeah.
and it would still make that ominous weird space noise,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that noise.
Yeah. That. Yeah. Yep.
But when Tommy did it, it's like nothing.
It was just a guitar going away. And there's that one funny clip where it falls down and he just kind of keeps walking.
Yeah, I think that was in River Plate, 2009.
Was it for sure? I don't know when it was, but yeah, that was funny.
I know it's gonna be a Life 35 tour.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I got so much Kiss footage. I got to go back and check it to make sure if I confirmed it or not.
Right. Yeah, it all kind of gets jumbled up after a while.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. It was either that or Philadelphia or something along the lines.
Yeah.
I know it was the 2009 show.
Yeah, that was a good show too, Philadelphia. I like that show.
Yeah, but Buenos Aires 2009. We know the infamous thing that happened to that show.
As soon as you said, oh, here we go. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's funny. I felt so bad, but yeah. And that was a
fine.
show that was on Sonic Boom, right? There's 6 songs from that on Sonic Boom, but they didn't put that one in there.
Oh no, they don't want to make Uncle Gene look bad.
Yeah, but I did find that full show was the full 2-hour show was on YouTube for a while, and it
Yeah,
got taken down. Well, it just got put back up by somebody else. I'm not
yeah,
sure if it's down now, but I found Kiss '09, like what was it, May '09, something like that,
something like that.
either April or May.
Originally, I had the show, but due to the whole big sweep, thank you very
Mhm.
much.
Yeah, exactly. So I bet I was looking at your video for a while there, and then they got
Yeah,
taken down. But I found somebody else upload it and thought, boom, download.
yeah. Well, a lot of people like to retake some of her Kiss footage and take it. It's cool. I mean, I don't police other people,
Right.
unlike that certain person. That shall
Right.
remain
Exactly.
nameless.
Yeah, and it just happened again too. I saw a video that I clicked on that had been taken down by that same person and thought, really, still okay, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that it's still going on.
Yeah.
But what video got taken down that you were watching?
Of course, now I can't think of what it was. I think it was somebody uploaded or somebody shared a link to a Facebook group, and it was, I think, a TV interview from '75 that also included some interview footage of the band, and it was like less than 10 minutes long, but I had never seen it, and the thumbnail looked really cool. It was Kiss, like I said, '75, so right around Alive, Dressed to Kill, and yeah, it got taken down. And I mean, within hours, like somebody posted it and then shared it, and then I looked at it and it was gone.
Well, see, I realized that the stuff when I started doing this, everyone was posting the same stuff.
Okay.
But all of a sudden, then this happened. Everyone was posting that.
Yeah.
So now I've just kind of realized to just stay out of it, or else face the wrath.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say at this point I'm just kind of doing my own thing, staying in my own lane, and just you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, it's a shame that all that has to happen. But I guess it's just part of it.
Yeah, but I guess going back to the Gene Simmons topic. I mean, what deep stuff would you want to see Gene perform?
Well, like I said, definitely all the way, and I love all the way from Harder Than Hell. You mentioned a couple good ones. Almost Human. I've never heard live. I want to hear that one, and I would love to hear him try some more Sonic Boom, more monster stuff. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
I want to hear Wall of Sound. I want to hear Back to the Stone Age. Some of those songs would be awesome. You mentioned Yes, I Know. Nobody's perfect. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm an Animal. I'm an Animal has grown on me a lot, and that was a really good one. So I would want to hear some more of that. We Are One. They played We Are One on the Kiss cruise, and Gene's voice is still so strong that song sounds just as good today as it ever did. So that would be a good one to put in the set. Yeah, I would love to hear some deep cuts like that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a. We talked about that. How I'm not the biggest fan of that song, but it translated well on a main stage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I've actually listened to "We Are One" by Kiss Forever Band because they did it acoustically for their second album.
Okay.
It's called "Plug Me Out."
Nice.
Yeah, they did an acoustic version of "We Are One."
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We also did God of Thunder, so I was kind of going to this. Okay, we're doing God of Thunder. This is an acoustic live album. So what's it going to be? Are we going to be serious, or is it going to be the yeehaw thing?
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool though that they did that. That's awesome. It's a great song.
There was another band that did "We Are One" that was acoustic. They also added an orchestra to it. Like apparently,
Cool.
apparently, a lot of Kiss tribute bands want to do stuff with an orchestra.
I love it. I think it's awesome. That Kiss orchestra was great when they did the Kiss Symphony. It worked really well.
Yeah. Like apparently that's kind of like the big thing. If you are in a Kiss tribute band, you want to either do like an acoustic thing or you want to do an orchestra concert.
Yeah, for sure. I love it. I think it's cool. That's awesome that they're doing that.
Yeah. But no, if Gene was doing more stuff, I would want to hear like songs like that. I would love to him to hear "She's So European."
Oh yes. Oh man, that and Naked City.
Yeah,
I would because Naked City. That's one that I never gave much attention to. But then Jeb's like, "Man, have you heard Naked City?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, listen to it again." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got you. That song has really grown on me too. I love Naked City. That's like the best track on Unmasked almost. I would love to hear him play that too.
Well, this is my favorite song off of Unmasked. It's "You're All That I Want."
Mm.
Now, I don't know if he'll ever play that one or not. I don't know, but if he did, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah. We'll have to put in a request. Whenever he plays shows, we'll have to go to the shows and he says, "What do you guys want to hear?" We just got to say, "You're all that I want." Okay. This was at the last show too. I got to learn this song. We just got to keep saying it. "You're all that I want. You're all that I want." And maybe he'll play it eventually.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, but who cares?
Yeah. I mean, if you were there, what song would you shout out and request? Like All the Way?
Yeah, I would do All the Way because number one, I think he could do it. It's a very simple song, but it's just that one and Mainline from Hotter Than Hell. I can think back to my first Kiss Expo in Indianapolis, 2009, and I bought Hotter Than Hell on CD that day. And then the tribute band, Mr. Speed, that was playing that night, they were doing Hotter Than Hell in its entirety. And they played those two songs. And at the time, I had never heard them before. I had only heard Got to Choose, Going Blind, Hotter Than Hell, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, just the main songs off Hotter Than Hell. But having just bought the album, I had never heard those songs. So hearing them live from Mr. Speed and then going home and playing the CD, those two have always just stuck with me. So I would love to hear All the Way. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, like the reason I play I shout out the more like, obscure songs because that's kind of what my tribute band does. We play the more obscure songs that you don't expect Kiss to play.
There you go. That's the best part right there.
Yeah, and recently we celebrated our 9th anniversary.
Whoa! Congratulations on 9 years, bro. It's almost 10 years of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so the set list that we did for 9 years, we opened up with Modern Day Delilah.
A perfect song.
Yeah, then we went into Psycho Circus. Then we did Deuce.
Okay.
And the song after that was Firehouse. And after that was I Just Wanna.
Oh wow, that's cool. See, that's something that Kiss would never do. Is I Just Wanna, except for Live 3. But you know what I mean. That's cool.
Yeah. Then after I Just Wanna, like no pausing, no nothing. You hear the drum intro to I Love It Loud.
Cool. Good segue.
Yeah. Then I don't want to give you all the whole set listing because we'll be here forever.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I think Daphne just got home a little bit ago, so.
Yeah. Which I did do Cherry Medicine for that performance.
Wow, nice.
Which I didn't sing it. The guy that plays Ace in the band sang it.
Okay, cool.
But after that, I came out of my. I switch up costumes in the band because I'm the main singer. I have like a bandit Paul Stanley outfit, then I have a bandit Gene Simmons look.
Okay, very cool.
So I come out in the demon outfit, saying, do you know who fills the prescriptions for Cherry Medicine?
Hand it off to Ace.
And then I said, it's the doctor.
Nice. It's the Dr. Love.
Yeah.
Dr. Love's going to prescribe you some cherry medicine. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah. So, like, fast forward a little bit into the set list. We do Shandy.
Oh, wow.
Then we do for Forever.
Nice. That's cool.
Then after that,
good ones.
Yeah. Then we do Black Diamond. Then we do Beth. We hit like the major for 3 ballads right there.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say it's like the perfect segment for the ballads right there.
Yeah. Then it's God Gave Rock and Roll. Then it's Rock and Roll Night. Then I come out with like a cheap guitar. I picked it from Guitar Center. Then I just smash it.
Perfect finish. Love it.
Yeah. So I basically say some like thing that Paul normally says. I say like, "We love you. We will never forget you." That sort of thing. Then I just jump up in the air and the lights go out.
Nice. That's perfect. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but to like do it for 9 years, it's like I never kind of thought that would happen.
That's crazy, man. I can't believe it's still going on. That's cool though. Keep it up. Keep going.
Thanks. But like, yeah, it ain't easy considering this has been like there's been no lineup changes. It's been us.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty crazy. Most bands don't last that long, so that's pretty awesome that you guys have been together for 9 years, almost 10 years.
Yeah, and like, we're the only tribute act in my county.
Perfect. That makes you even more special.
Yeah. So, is there anything that you'd like to add?
Not that I can think of. It's been a lot of fun, though. I mean, I've pulled some things off the shelf today, talked about tribute albums and soundboards. So it's been a pretty fun episode. Thank you so much for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I came into this show with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement.
Good. Yeah, me too. And we're going to end it with some excitement, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's been fun talking with you again, Xander.
Thank you so much for having me on, man. It's been good. It's also always good talking to you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And this will not be the last.
No, it will not.
Yeah. I will catch up on your podcast. I know you've done like 2 recent ones. Like you sort of kind of talked to the guy who owned Coventry.
Yes, that was incredible. Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah. And then I'll watch yesterday's episode where you did review Kiss My Ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, leave me your review on that episode because you seem to like Kiss My Ass more than some other folks did. So there's a lot of people hating on that album right now. So I may need you to come in and balance it out for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that.
For sure. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I guess I've pretty much got myself caught up, and I've caught you up on what I've been doing.
Absolutely.
So this has been fun, Xander. Appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, this has been literally the first thing I've done in 2 months, minus that channel update where I showed off some new stuff.
That Sonic Boom 8-track is legendary. That's awesome. I got to get me one of those.
Thank you, man. All right. So before I sign off, I did want to say something. One thing. I want to say this channel recently did hit like 300 subs. It's now up to 310 subs. I want to say thank you for all the new people subscribing to the channel, especially when I haven't been as active. That was not planned at all. Some crazy shit happened, but like I gotta do what I gotta do for family.
Absolutely, family first, always.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But all that's taken care of. I will be getting back to reviewing albums shortly. I will be getting back to doing box set videos shortly. I think that'll be like the second video I do before I make the review of Creatures of the Night.
Cool. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that, man. Sounds good.
All right. Now that I've done a little bit of housekeeping. All right. This has been the Kiss topic of meeting myself caught up with Kiss My Things. Hope you liked it. Xander, thanks for having me on. Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
I'm so jumbled.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Until then, I'll see you around. Later.
Peace out.